Welcome to another episode of Terrible Advice, where we see women sabotage other women. Today, you will not believe what you're about to see and hear these two women say about dating. I mean, this is crazy. But the reason why I'm saying that this is terrible advice, I have 4 reasons. So make sure you stick around for that after we watch this clip. Also, most importantly, comment, like, subscribe to the channel because we're about to go in. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So
I feel like girls need to be more selfish when they're dating. Like they get so worried about like what the guy thinks of them, but I feel like the girl needs to be a little bit more selfish and be like,
wait a minute, the girl should be more selfish? She doesn't think that women are selfish right now? I mean, think about it. When a woman says that she's getting dressed, when a woman tells you she doesn't want to go 50-50, when a woman makes you feel like you have to pay for everything because she's not spending her money on nothing, what is that? It's very, very selfish, but let's continue.
oh, okay, like here's what I like, here's what I don't like. And like you can also date and have fun, but you don't need to like lock this person into being your boyfriend.
I also just think the whole like premise of single girls just constantly being like, I need to find a boyfriend, I want a boyfriend, like blah 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 blah, like it'll happen when it happens. You can't force it because you're just gonna end up in a not good relationship.
A not good relationship? Even if that woman had an amazing relationship, as a man that's dating a woman, ask her how it ended. What she's not going to tell you is what she did wrong in the relationship. What she's going to tell you is everything he did that she didn't like. Everything that he was just doing that was just annoying and just, oh my gosh, like, oh, I can't believe he would do this, or I can't believe he would not do that. Again, selfish. These women are playing in other women's faces, but for some reason they don't see it. Maybe it's because they're also playing in your face. For instance, just ask her, how did the relationship end? How long was the relationship and how did it end? Did you guys remain friends after the relationship? Are you guys still cordial? Now, the reason you want the answer to those 3 questions is because it's going to tell you if the ex is still in play. It's also going to tell you how long she can be committed, meaning how long before it takes her to get bored in the relationship. And you're going to see if this woman takes accountability or if she's the type that constantly blames something on others. No man is perfect, but neither is any woman. For instance, she's not going to tell you what she did or what she stopped doing, meaning she was either cheating by posting certain things, wearing certain things, going on girls' trips, having girls' nights out, or not putting out, not giving the man sex, because every man needs a release. This is the reason, the only reason guys get into relationships and then take that to marriage. Now, of course, every single man wants a woman he feels will have his back, because what other reason would he want her other than children, right? You want to know that the person you're laying next to is not your biggest enemy. Now, let's get right into the terrible advice. Here's number 1. Don't walk a man into a relationship. This is your job. This is your function. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. For instance, a woman who wants sex, want intimacy, right? It's really easy for her to get it. In fact, all she has to do is dress a certain way, right? Approach a man and gently caress and grab his hand and guide it to that special place that we all want to be in, right? That warm, juicy box. We all want to be there. All she has to do is gently guide his hand to that area. She doesn't have to do a whole bunch of talking, but guess what? Is this the guy that's going to be in a relationship with her? Her job is to convince the man to stay. Most importantly, to take care of her, because if he's willing to take care of her, he's probably willing to take care of his children. But again, that's logical, where women are really thinking emotionally. They want the guy that's going to make them feel good inside, not the guy that's actually going to take care of them. And they will actually on the guys that will, or that are willing to take care of them. It is her job to convince the man that she is the best woman for the job. She is the best package. She has the best box, right? This is her job. So walking a man into a relationship, well, she should be trying to convince him, because later on she's going to be, I'm dating with intention. Number 2, have fun, right? Date and have fun. The reason why this is terrible advice, now let me say this first. I'm not against this, right? Date, have fun. But what is a date? Digging at the end, right? So that means they're having intimacy. That means they're laying together. There's a lot of this. That's what's going on. That is the fun part. For instance, men are interested in being intimate with a woman on a consistent basis. Men are not looking for marriage. Women are actually looking for experiences, where men are looking for bedroom action. Now, here's a funny story that happened to me recently, maybe like a month ago, at the beginning of this month. So I was talking to a woman who hit me with that. I met her at a bar, and we went on 2 dates, right? A date or 2. And this woman, by the time that it was time for us to just hang out, right? The sexual tension and the sexual energy, it was just there. Now, the sexual tension and energy was there from the very beginning, because when she came up to me, she tried to kiss me in the mouth. Right? I turned to the side. Now, the reason why I didn't just walk away was because she was one of the best looking women in the club, or at the bar. And so I decided to give this woman a chance. Now, when she hit me with this line saying, well, I'm not going to lay down, I'm not giving up the box until I'm in a relationship, I was like, okay, well, we don't have to do this, because I'm not getting in a relationship with you. Now, the funny thing about this woman was she has 3 children already. So why am I going to pay more than what those guys paid? I don't care what the guys look like. I don't care what the guys have or don't have. The fact that you have 3 children, you are not going to already weaponize the vag against me. If you're already weaponizing the vag against me, how many more times are you gonna actually do that while we're in a relationship? Now, my dumb ass has committed to you, and you just not putting out at all because of whatever reason. You had a bad day, something didn't go right, or you're mad that I didn't do this, or listen, I'm not interested in any of that. But it is your job, ladies, to lock in the man. The number 3 thing was be selfish. The majority of women are already selfish. Why does a woman get a BBL? To make herself feel better. Why is a woman wearing makeup? To make herself feel better. Why does a woman not want to go 50-50 in a relationship? Because she wants to spend her money on who? Her selfish ass, not the man that she's with, not the possible children that she could possibly have, not the lifestyle that she's experiencing or living. She's not thinking about enhancing that lifestyle. This woman is solely thinking of herself. Listen, when a man wants to go 50-50, all he really wants to know is that the woman has his back. That's what he really wants to know. Now, I'm not gonna say that some men don't want the woman to go 50-50 with them, but the majority of men are interested. They want to hear that a woman will at least go 50-50. In fact, most men want to know that that woman will hold down the fort for as long as she needs to. That's what most men One, I get it. There's some ballerific guys out here who don't need the help at all. They never have a bad year. All of their finances is in order. They got all their stock options. Their credit is extremely good. Their job or their hustle is just going super fantastic. They were born into the money. They were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Yes, those guys do not need a woman in that type of position. But you still want to know that the woman cares about you, right? I mean, that's the whole point of men falling for romance. Now, here is something that you really probably haven't really paid attention to. When a woman gets lipo, who is she doing that for? Did she do that for her husband? Did she do that for her boyfriend? If she did, or if she does, then why does that current relationship crumble? A woman gets a BBL or a lipo, guess what? The relationship she was in, it usually ends. Usually, the majority of time. It doesn't enhance the relationship like it should. And then number 4, these women said you don't need a boyfriend. Now I'm gonna talk about this by asking 2 questions. The first one is, when do you need a boyfriend and why do you need a boyfriend? Okay, this is what we know. You do not need a boyfriend in the summertime because you're looking for experiences. You're looking for guys who can give you a certain lifestyle or a certain experience, whether it's being on the boat, traveling, or just splurging, right? Like, that's what women are actually looking for. Now, when does a woman need a boyfriend? Well, during cuffing season, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, right? A woman wants gifts. She wants things. She wants to feel like she's special. She wants her family to think that she's special, because there is something to be said for a woman if she can get a man to come around her family, because it shows her family that this man thinks that she's special. So all the women who feel like they don't need a boyfriend and they don't need a man, well, damn, how you gonna have children? How are you going to carry on to the next generation? Because everybody else in the family, whether their relationships are perfect or not, which the majority of people on this planet do not have a perfect relationship. In fact, if you're in a relationship, your relationship is perfectly functional, right? Meaning you do this, I do that, and we just make the rest work. We want to be together so bad that we're going to figure out a way to make this work. Now, fellas, this is why I constantly say, get your life together, get yourself together, exercise, work out, read, meditate, invest, build up your credit, get your money together, get a business strategy together and execute on it. Right? Because you will be surprised what people will or are willing to pay you for a certain product or service. Now, I'm saying this because this is what we have to adapt to. Women are sexually liberated. Not only are they giving each other terrible advice, but they're also saying date and have fun, have a good time out here, enjoy all of the experiences that you can possibly have when you're young, when you're fertile. Wait till you're old and you are not fertile anymore, and then that's when you settle down. Fellas, this is what you have to adapt to. It's easy for me to get on here and try to clown these women, but forget all that, right? Because what you're actually looking for is a release, right? If you can deal with the headache, which when you're younger, you do have a lot more energy. You do have a lot more space and chaos in your mind where you feel like you can handle a woman on her period. You feel like you can handle a woman when she's dealing with postpartum and menopause. But I'm here to tell you, those things, man, that woman better hope that you are severely invested in her. She better hope that you love the dirty, bloody underwear that she wears, because if not, trust me, you will not want to deal with her during those times, because it is the hardest to deal with a woman when she's going through that. Now, I do have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.